Goodness, there we go, lovely. Set that there. Right, it says I'm on the cameras. Brum, brum. Camera's looking okay. Let's try to find ourselves as usual on the telephone. Your channel. There it is, we stream. Options, save the playlist, live streams, done.
They're running late.
And click in it. Who's running what? I'm live too.
Oh, are you? Good.
Yeah.
No. It was supposed to start a court date, but they're not starting date now.
Who?
Bingo.
Oh, are you home to play bingo as well?
Yeah.
Right. Hopefully I'll hear you cheering. Right. Don't you? Did I put that mic back on? Yes, I did. Right. Well, what are we up to? What are we up to? Into the daily races and group 2s. 11 minutes before it even opens again.
You playing the game?
I have so far turned
Don't you worry.
Right.
We can, there wouldn't be. Would there be?
I do that. Right, you want me to get a glass?
Yes, please. Glasgow Red is in the house. Hello, sir. Is that Glasgow? Or have you changed your name? Glasgow Red. Is that what it was meant to be? And everyone struggles. Well, no, not everyone, of course. Probably just me. Yeah, right. Glasgow. That'll be a lot easier for me to spell whenever I'm trying to write a message to you. My goodness. I keep on getting halfway through your name and thinking, well, why does it go at the end again? Right. Let's have a go on the mediums. Right, it's on the medium tires. Hopefully, it'll take us a couple, as usual, to get settled in. But hopefully we'll have remembered something from, was it on Monday or something we got on and had a couple of races. So we'll see if there's any fun to be had. Thanks for hopping in anyway, Glasgow. How are you? All good, hopefully. I'll have to keep an eye on our brakes flashing here as well, because the last time we were on this track, I forgot all about that. The brakes were really bad the last time. If it looks like they're going to start playing up, we'll open the fun lap here or something, so we don't want anyone thinking we're brake checking them or anything. Thank you. Tonight's sponsors of Scotty Senior's live streams is a Jim Beam on ice with a dash, and I mean just a dash of Coke. Cheers. I chilled out Saturday. I had to rake a wee bit of stones about my garden there earlier that day, and it was another beautiful day over here in Belfast, and I've been just enjoying all day in the sun, and it's my Gran Turismo day. I'm meant to be on Gran Turismo, and I was even thinking to myself, I could easily just have a whole day off, but then I thought, no, we'll get on for a couple of hours at least, and see if there's any fun, just so that we can say that we did get on today. But yeah, I think I'll chill out tomorrow. I think Wales is maybe playing tomorrow as well, so we'll get the Welsh flag wrapped around me tomorrow. We'll be Welsh tomorrow. Don't you worry. We can take our time. Come a little closer. Let's go. Thank you, mate. I was very, very nervous. So it was. I do mumble and stumble quite a lot in real life as well. Like if I'm the person who has to telephone the Chinese or telephone the pizza, I struggle a lot on the telephone. So I was very worried that it was going to feel like a telephone call for me, and I was going to go back to my childhood and start struggling to talk live on stream. But I enjoyed it. I ended up enjoyed it. I'm glad I did it. I hate it. I absolutely. I wish the song was never made. Now, there was an X Factor guest who came out and sang it, and I don't even know the real song. I enjoyed that wee X Factor clip on YouTube many years ago of a guy came out, and everyone thought he was good because he had a real unusual big deep voice whenever he started singing it, and he sounded brilliant. And that's all. That's where I learnt that from years and years ago, and I wish I did not know the song. It's so annoying. It's just always in the head, and it's been in my head for longer than usual now because I'm out of work and all, so and I'm not out with the radio on, hearing the news and all this, and being up to date with all new music. So yeah, I've been left stuck with all the shit that I listen to throughout my life, and that just happened to be the last one. You can see me relaxed a wee bit later on. Yeah. At the start, I was very the laptop was a wee bit low. Although at one point I was going to try plugging in my earphones, and then I could have been able to hear Hugh through that, and I think he might have heard me a lot better with the microphone over here. But then I worried and I thought to myself, no, if I push that in and then he can't hear me and something goes wrong, I'll not know how to fix it if I pull it back out and it says I have to do something. So I thought we'll just try and speak a wee bit louder. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but in the end, so it was nice. Nerve-wracking, but for sure, like that just means you kind of wanted to do it even more, If you're nervous and stuff, then it usually means that you're happier whenever you get through it. I definitely did. My goodness, the man's had Super GT on numerous times. He's had TID. He's had all of them on. All the big lads he's got on. And if you scroll on down to one of his least popular interviews, you'll see I'm there too. And hopefully it'll be there for many years. I was actually able to add it into my playlist as well. I didn't know you could do that with other guys' videos. I was able to click on the options and then add it into my playlist of my waffle videos, which was nice as well. Another nice memory, for sure. I wonder how bad this is going to be. How popular will it be on a Saturday night? And it was like 10 minutes before it even opened, and then it'll be probably another 10 minutes, so no panic yet. Who's the Who's the YouTuber that I mentioned? Oh, the guy Chupagatti, I think his name is. I've literally only caught his last, not even his last couple of streams. I didn't catch his last couple of streams, but the couple of streams that he did before that, I was advertised it whilst having my coffee at about maybe 10:30, 11 in the morning on YouTube, and I clicked into it, and oh my goodness, I could not stop laughing. If swear words offend you, then you might not, I mean, like him. But in terms of entertainment, there's a lot of swearing, but no real nasty swearing or anything. It's just hi, he's talking as he's having fun, and every time someone donates to him, he calls. If you donate to him, he calls his donations, I mean, we Viagra tablets, and he does a macho dance, and he sings you a song. So he would sing you a song whilst he's doing a macho dance and all for you. Really, really entertaining. So he's had me almost with a bit of pee-pee in my pants. The few times I managed to catch him. And he's on at a pretty nice time as well. He's on the Asian side. I mean, so he is. So he'll be a good one to have a wee nosy at his FIA races and stuff and see, because they're racing like from about 12, I think, and over here we'll not get clicked off to maybe 5 or 4. I hope I do remember something about this here, like, we shouldn't really be worse than what we were on Monday. We might struggle again to find it in the first one, but hopefully there'll be some sort of flow and find. We were off the pace a bit in this car, but it's just really beautiful to drive in. Although the understeer through that section there was awful. It's like that's the sector where you would think, I'm going to pass you in this corner, and then they just drive away from me with the understeer. Right, let's go out and see if we can sign in yet, in case we miss. We can take our time. Mr. Carding is in the house. Not at the moment, Mr. Carding. A wee daily race. If we do get a few of you in the chat, but at some point we want a wee fun lap open, we can try and open one. Right, still 15 minutes basically, 14 minutes. And don't want to drive around too much in this as well, because it doesn't help you whenever you get into the proper race then, with the tyres and the fuel and all on. Don't you worry, we can take our time. I could play you a song on this old guitar if it turns you on, if you want. We could dance, but I need something to do with my hands. So maybe I could stick them in your pockets, run them through your hair, we can get to rocking. There you are, baby, here I am. Something to do with my hands. Oh, I shifted into sector. You've got the understeer lane just as you're trying to hit your apex. Something up to my ears. You found him and you subbed. I clicked on him either the other day. I'm not sure what game it was he was playing. He was playing some game about trying to pick up girls or something. So he was, and I didn't watch much of it. So I didn't. But his Gran Turismo ones. Wait till you see the guy when he gets a donation. It just, I couldn't stop laughing. So good. He would be, I would absolutely love him, and I think he would be interested, because I actually said to him the last time I was on one of his live streams watching him. I said to him, would you be interested in being interviewed by Hugh? And he says that, well, yes, he would be, but he just doesn't imagine he would be worthy of being interviewed. And he clearly is. He's got like 12,000 followers, I think. I think, if I remember that correctly, yep, he's like 12,000 followers. He's well worthy. Very, very entertaining. Some of the best. The very first stream that I watched, that he did, I don't know if I entered it at just the perfect time or not, but an hour of the best stream I have ever watched in my life. I have not laughed, so hard in a long time. Yeah, 12.6. His streams start off usually with a bit of silly music and him doing a dance for you in his trunks. YouTube must have been doing something weird just lately or something, because I was offered his channel at the same time as Benson and Sean and a lot of other guys, all from the UK region. So YouTube has done something correct there, because he's just in the last week or two he's got an awful lot more recognitions in his channel. We're just testing the strength of the walls. It would be silly of us not to test this, really, just so as we know what it's going to be like. It could happen, so we might as well test it now. We'll hopefully know how to avoid that stuff now. Look at them, they're going wild. Free beer, that's a beer tent there. Nine minutes with no focus, and it's not really, we shouldn't really be driving it anyway, because the car's not going to feel like that, so we're confusing ourselves. Even your missus laughed there. I don't even know where there is. What did I say a wee minute ago? I can't even remember what I was bloody talking about. So I can't. Me crashing, maybe. And just testing the bar here. Is that what it is? Me talking a wee bit of shite. Trying to find some way out of an embarrassing situation. Like one of those wee stumbles where you go to fall and then you just about catch it. Or else you do have to roll over. You do fall, but you turn it into a wee roll and you're up and away again. Like there's nothing has went wrong whatsoever. It was totally meant. Yeah, just right for the wall. I'm usually not too bad at talking myself out of those embarrassing situations. And if we can't talk ourselves out of it, then I'll usually just say, "Oh my God, hi, embarrassing is that?" And then you'll see a big red face. The crowd love it, but look at them, and they love it, waving their Scotty senior flags all over the show. Look at them, my goodness, is that a Mexican wave I can see? Oh, we're learning, you see, that's, again, I knew that was probably going to happen. I'm not even lying this time. I was spoofing the last time and talking shit about the wall. But I'm trying to find the limit of the accelerator going around there. Whole lot about that steering as well. Like if you just have a tiny bit too much steering, then you can't floor it. Whereas if you have the wheel opened up, then there's loads of grip. And the way out of this corner as well, it's the same. If you turn your wheel a wee bit too much your way. It's a good thing really, because if it happens to me, at least I know what went wrong. I'm going to add another bit of average. 6 minutes. When does it start, love?
Let's see.
You getting ready for it?
Yeah, but there's a bumblebee up there, so I'm afraid to go up.
You'll be alright. Good luck.
I know, don't cat, no,
And remember how much I love you if you win the full house.
There's a 65-inch TV, a weekend in Amsterdam for two.
What?
And Nintendo Switches and all the night. Yeah.
You're joking? My God.
Huh? I think it's 10 grand for the house.
They didn't have any. Oh my God. They didn't have that a couple of Saturdays ago.
This is a special week.
Oh, this is a special week, right? Fuck me. I hope I hear cheering from up in the kitchen area, or screaming or something. It could be a new big TV. You're going to practice a wee bit of Interlargus for next week. Is Interlargus a daily race next week, or is it like the Nations or what? Is that the new prize for the spinner? Oh, the bingo? No, Jessie's playing bingo. So she is. That's all prizes that is on offer the night on bingo. Apparently there's a TV and all that they're giving away. And apparently the jackpot is £10,000. Fuck, yes. Come on. Fingers crossed. We're in. Well, I'm not in. Jessie's in. But I know Jessie. Jessie likes me. So, fingers crossed that Jessie wins. It's a Group 4 race. Nice. We'll have a bit of fun there then next week. I'll say hello to her, Glasgow, whenever I see her again. She has disappeared up to the kitchen to sit beside the router. Because it's run over Facebook. So it is by a couple of wee Belfast women. It's hilarious even listening to them calling the numbers out and waffling away to each other. It's like two fat ladies, me and Lisa, with Bobby in the middle. 88. And then in between it and all, there's people writing. No, like they maybe marked the wrong colour book, and they're like, Jimmy, there's no way you've checked. Check a colour. There's no checks. You're fucking wrong. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I'm a wee bit stiff at the moment after I raked a wee bit of the garden there today, and my tailbone has not been happy about it. Don't need to try and do something with this here seat as well. I was talking to my son today, this morning as well, whenever we were having coffee, and he was saying to me about this seat. He says, like, I don't know how you even sit in it. He says, I do about 20 minutes in it and my back is killing me. So I'm maybe try and get a bit of extra padding or something. I think if I was ever going to do another one, I don't think I would really go for a wee sporty seat again. I think I would go for a big Range Rover style seat with armrests and stuff that come down, maybe a couple of drink holders. I think if I do ever change it, the only downside to that would be it wouldn't look from the outside quite as sporty looking, but it would make a lot more sense in terms of just the comfort and how big the seat and stuff would be. I think it should be higher up as well. I'm too low down. It's a bit too hard for me to get out and in of the damn thing. I should have thought about that as well. We can take a minute and 30 seconds. What would the first one of the day hold, I wonder? Would there be fun to be had? Would there be drama? Would the shit hit the fan in the first one of the day? Who knows? A minute to go and we'll find out. Oh, that is almost neat. Almost neat. Don't you worry. Oh, we can. I really need to stop singing that. Get something else in your head. I ain't a rich, but I damn sure wanna be. Working like a dog all day ain't working for me. I wish I had a rich uncle that'd kick the bucket, and I was sitting on a pile like a Warren Buffett. I know everybody says money can't buy happiness, but it could buy me a boat. It could buy me a truck to pull it. It could buy me 81 tan ass down with some silver bullets. Yes, it was time. Let's see who was in the room. Starting in the top 5, Mew Mew's here, Popcorn's here, Daniel's here, Enzo Ferrari's here, got Max Powers in the house. Yes, we're going to get a lesson handed to us in this one, no doubt. The fact that got Max Powers down there, he will whip my arse probably. He'll have a lot more speed than me. The fact that he's down that low has me frightened already. Hopefully we can bring home a top 10. Top 10. And then maybe in the next one we'll think about holding on for a top 5. Don't die in the chicane, he said. Hello. Have a good race, good luck to you. We've seen Mew Mew, we've seen Daniel before. Got Max Power, we've seen before. I was there. I don't know if we've raced much with Enzo, but I don't know the name. There's an Enzo Ferrari, he races with podium, so we'll flick him as well. Quick flick through all that. This was a burner as well, wasn't it? Fuel burner. Yeah, there was 39 laps of fuel there. No fuel worries. Driving along on my automobile, bum, 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 bum. My baby beside me at the wheel. I stole a kiss, turn of the mile. Oh, someone's lagged out. We're up to 4th there. So someone lagged out. Daniel is in the house. Nice to race with you again. You too, sir. You too. It's my first one of the day. Daniel, you're up. You're starting in 2nd. I very much doubt I will be happy with the top 10 here if I'm going to survive it. Hopefully find a bit of speed though at some point. Rev it out, Stephen. Rev it out. It's a fuel burner. Doesn't really matter that much. There's that much fuel on it. I don't think. Yeah, end the race was still loads of fuel left. Right. Good luck, gentlemen. Good luck. It was go, go, go. Someone wanting a bit of a warm up of the tyres straight away there. I go for the granny style lift and coast and judge it off Raymond's, and hopefully they've done it reasonably good. Survived. Hardest part of the race done. Oh, gentle, gentle, Stephen. Leader, I think it started on soft tires. He's just driving away. Maybe. A couple of short shifts, so we're not too close to them. Not even a big short shift, down to 6th there. Oh, it was a ridiculous lift. Don't do anything to prepare them on me. There we go. Settle down again. Right, you're still there. You're still there. Although that was not a nice way to start in the chicane, was it? Come on, come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, where's he come back on? He's held it, has he? And much did Enzo want to fight us? He did. He didn't want to give up that 4th place just yet. Again, nowhere near getting a turn in whenever there's a car in front of us. We understeer. Right. Enzo's a bit of a wiggler. Need to try and make friends with Enzo. He's not going to catch up to the battles of bubbly. Maybe he's wiggling about worrying about us. Oh, we needed a dollar booster on everything. That was awful. Right, come on. Get yourself a good chicane, man. Oh, we did hit it good. We did hit it good. Good and hard. No damage on in this race. This is another relief. Three chances at the chicane, and 3 times we have died. Basically died the first 2 times we drove through it. So slow it would have been classed as a death. And there's a guy in the slipstream now as well. Right, there's 3 of them there. You're on your own now, no excuse, you've no dirty air and eye. Come on. And he's just out of the strip behind us. 4th time lucky. Bound to get a flat out this time. Or would we be too scared to try it now? Right, Stephen, what have you to do? You drive around, move your eyes, look where you're going, and then, yep, there you go. You just move your eyes, son, look where you're going. It's easy. You're sick. Again in this, I think they're maybe only doing 4 or 5 laps, the guys on the mediums. Or did Benson do 7? I think Benson done 7. Excuse me, Olaf is in the house. Hello Olaf, thanks for hopping in. Apologies if we're missing that chat. These are very difficult cars as well to try and keep up with any chat that's going on. Thanks very much about anyone who's hopped in. Oh, ridiculous big lifter. Guy behind is now in a slip. Will be going to be under attack. Going to be under attack. He's on his own, but he's on his own. Oh, you're dead. You're dead. I didn't die that bad. Like that's a he might not be back. He could leave the track like right now. The proper death. Lap 5. Let's do what he's doing. Soft tires, please. No fuel, lads. Still awful looking outfit. My goodness, only thing nice you've got there is those sexy green wheels. Brilliant pit stop though, yet again. Right, come on. Oh, a nice wee bit of a gap maybe fell into. coming in. Where do we end up? Back up at the moment. Oh, that's got Max past me. He was in the lead. The undercut has worked a treat. Could I put a sexy nose? Yeah, I said yeah, that was an opportunistic move there. Lift off. You don't want that. Thank you. Need these two to have a side to side. Right, close to see coming there, having their side by side. Don't go for me yet. Late as we can on their own brakes. Hopefully he doesn't get a drive on us on the way out. Oh, they're going to need to slow down. Filter in, boys. That's not okay. That's two doesn't go there, boys. Shit's about to hit the fan. A lack of drive for you from your slipstream into your slipstream. Almost a sexy nose on the inside of us, needing to be careful. Nice and clean. Still in the slip. Oh, too much speed. No slipstream. Did brake early there, but needed even earlier. Have not got the speed of Max. He's driving away. And the guy behind, who made a small mistake and we had the drive on, we can't get away from him. He's all over the ass area. He'll be making a move on us, no doubt. And many of them as they're back there, struggling to take an unusual line. Just trying to lose that slip. Just a tad. Come on, that's awful, Stephen, that's awful. Oh, really awful. Oh, I've got dirty tires now, Gonna find out. No, we're alright. We're gonna get mauled. Look at them. Loads of them on the ass area. Oh, someone else away into the pits. It's a fourth at the moment. I'm leaving the inside open. If a man wants it, he can have it. He doesn't want it. He wants a bottle of bubbly. He didn't come here for 5th place. He's still thinking of the drink. He's going to start thinking, but you're slowing me down. I wish he would start thinking I'm slowing him down, because he is the secret weapon that could bring us back up to the bubbly. Can't hand it over, but too many of them there. We're causing a traffic jam. It is, of course, a perfectly legal traffic jam, but a traffic jam it is, nevertheless. Lap 9 as well. Oh, they're going to get frustrated with me. There's 4 of them now stuck behind us. Oh, we needed a lift there as well. Mr. Turning. Right, hopefully if he's nailed it, just one of them. No, they didn't nail it. Come on, get in. Lap 10, still too early for me really to start trying to fight them off. Turbo's in the house, low turbo. Yep, go ahead, mate, let's lift off. Nah, that's just head over to him. Now, how fast are you now that you're ahead of us? Can you drive up to that other man in front of you and take me with you? Not a problem, we flash the lights for the man. So I mean about the understeer. You're behind them, then on the exit. Well, he didn't seem to fucking struggle with it anyway, did he? He's on it. Oh, sorry, he's going for it. He's going for it. We'll be as late as we can ourselves. Oh, that was too late. You can't be that late, Stephen. You fool. Oh my goodness. A hot dog to you. Dog. Mew, 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 mew. Mew, mew, you've surely been here and done that shit. Oh, it's just because it's Mew Mew. We're so nice. We had him for breakfast there. Had him for breakfast. He was going to die in the chicane. Only it was Mew Mew. Had to be so nice there. Ah, come on, man. Better focus back. Oh, what's he doing? What's happened to Jeff? He was all over the show, Mr. Tiger. Right. I think I do want a piece of that. Oh, he wants it too for the price of one sale. It'll be as late as we're there on the brakes. He's good move, sir. Good move. Oh. Tires are looking a bit rough for burn now. Feel like I'm a bit vulnerable. Maybe a bit later. We should have come in. Or at least looked after our tires a wee bit better. But we're not really good at that stuff. We said we'd be happy with a top 10. We thought there might have been more. We are dropping back there though at the moment. I wonder when I look behind me how scary it's going to be this time. And many of us is, look, they're going to make it hard for a top 10. My goodness. Come on, nose in. Come on. The front tires were gone. We've got them just out of it. 2 to go. Much easier to hit apexes when there's no pressure on the ass area. What is? Making a lot of time on me there, so we are people. To the front tires. Come on. Oh, we left a wee bit of paint. There's a wee bit of green paint left on that wall there. One to go. Mr. GT was behind us. How much did he want the top 8 that day? Was he thinking of a wild crazy one on the last lap? Oh, this shit's hit the fan for you, sir. A big red face. Live on stream. A 7th, another one-way incident. We would almost have us wanting a Super GT result. Have to go defensive, sir. Have to go defensive. Ridiculous big lift. Oh. We survived. How did the guys behind get that one? And if we get a good chicane, we might get that top 7 back. Right, come on. That's flat out. Chicane, Stephen. And then a wild, crazy lunge into the last corner is all that's needed. Ah, that wasn't even a flat out chicane. My God, man, that was awful. That was ridiculous. 8th. And we didn't really survive it, considering we hit the chicane once. First 3 laps in a row in the chicane, we were nowhere near flowing in it. Hello Turbo, hello Lav. I think we did say hello. Thanks very much, lads, for hopping in. That was our first one of the day. At a wee point of that race, I thought to myself, oh, we're going good. And then it just all fell back again. The undercut worked really good for us, but really struggled at the end of the race there with the tyres. Thank you very much for hopping in, guys. Pleasure, as always. Today's sponsors of Scotty Senior's live streams is bourbon on ice with a dash of Coke. Barely a dash, but there was only that much Coke left in the bottom of the bottle. So, just the smallest of dashes. Well done, Daniel, and well done, Max. We told you Max hauls ass. Quite frequently, we've seen Mr. Max Power hauling a lot of ass. Sean is in the house. Jerry is in the house. Hello, gentlemen. Thanks for hopping in. You just got... What was it like, Jerry? What? Did you black out? Did you faint? Did you vomit? Did you even ask him to try to scare you? Or did you just like... No, thank you. I don't need any tricks. I just want a simple takeoff and a simple landing. You're with Jameson and Dad Cook with 2 ice cubes. I have to have the ice. I need to get myself an ice maker. I've been talking about it for a couple of years now, but I need an ice maker because some people can have a drink when there is no ice. Like Jessie can still have herself a wee drink when there's no ice. When there's no ice, there's basically no drink. For me, I really struggle to drink anything unless it's really cold. Thanks for hopping in, boys. How have you been? All good. What is Jerry telling us about? You did a victory roll. Thank you. Get in there. No passing out or vomiting. Amazing experience. Burley describes it. Brilliant, Jerry. Good to hear. Good to hear. I really enjoyed that wee flight I had, and it was only in it was in like your ordinary wee single seater. Almost, it wasn't almost like a wee James Bond movie plane or something. Certainly not a Spitfire. So I would imagine. I think he was able to take off in my plane once he reached 75 or 80 mile an hour. He was able to take off. So it was a pretty slow one compared to the one you were in. Daniel says, "Can you say track bite?" Here's a track bite. What's that all about? A bite of the track. That was a nervous one. These cars are nervous, but to drive. These cars are like that. The speed of them. The chicane is a very nervous one for sure. Sean says, "Scotty, get yourself a bag of ice cubes, mate. From Wilkins 80p. I know, Sean, I do. We'll get a bag of ice. I mean, so we do, but then we'll run out. So we do, and you see, what we do over here as well. My wee cousin, or not my cousin, sorry, my wee nephew. He I mean, during all this here coronavirus, he has created himself a fantastic business. He's making himself a wee fortune at delivering alcohol to people and tobacco, and yes, so but he doesn't deliver ice, you know. So a lot of the times we could be sitting sometimes watching a movie at night time and be like, I'll give him a wee ring. We'll get a wee bottle of vodka or a wee bottle of bourbon or something. And then it's those occasions where there's no ice, and I usually just, I would stick a bottle in the freezer or something until it turns into slush, and then have like a slushy. But that takes hours. By that time the drinks, I've been sitting there wanting to have a wee beverage for a while, you know. Can you give a shout out to Blue? Go racing. Hello Blue. Ray is in the house as well. Hello Ray. Thanks very much guys for hopping in. Pleasure as always. Right, we can't go to qualifying, but we're signed in. That means at least we'll remember to do that. You even took control for a short while. Well done, Jerry. He let me land. I mean, so he did on my first flight. I'm not 100% sure if I was in full control or if he was like waffling to me a bit. But yeah, after he gave me control, he says, okay, let's start heading back, because we were heading out towards the Mourne Mountains, but his friend was 15 minutes or 10 minutes ahead, or I don't know, it couldn't have been that far ahead. He was a couple of minutes ahead, and he radioed back saying, you'd be better off not coming down here. It's starting to look a wee bit stormy. So we turned round, and he took us over to where Desert Martin was, and we circled round Desert Martin and looked at the Desert Martin track, and then he done the way up and down. He gave me control, and then he basically just says, okay, so we'll start heading back, and told me where to go. And then he was like, okay, so I'm going to let you land it. And I was like, oh, right, okay. And he was like, it's all right, don't worry. And then it was easy to do. But again, I don't know if I really did it, or if he was maybe helping me out from his side, making me feel a bit better. But it was great fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We can take our time. Popcorn was back. Mr. King Ears was in the house. Daniel's in here again. We're starting out in this fun in 4th position. Enzo's back again. Got Max Power is back once again also. Who else did we have? Mr. Tiger as well. Mr. Tiger must haul ass. He's starting without even the time. Right, let's see if we can get a wee bit better than the last time. We'll stay out a bit longer on the medium tires this time. That was a very disappointing way to end the last race. And we weren't feeling too bad on the medium tires whenever we came in. We can take our time. Ray says you really enjoyed Hugh's interview. Thank you. I enjoyed it myself in the end. It was nerve-wracking. And to say I was really nervous. I chose just to blanket and pretend it wasn't happening, and just not even think about it until about a half hour before it. And then I was very nervous. I had an awful stutter when I was a child in school growing up. I remember I stuttered a lot. I remember in English once we were reading a book or something, and the teacher asked me to stand up and read, and I stood up, and on the second word I couldn't get it out, and everyone laughed, and I just closed the book. I just said, I'm not reading that. So I'm not. Don't even think teachers should be doing that, making a fool out of people. Different if someone says, Miss, can I read it? I'm a badass reader, miss, please let me read. But don't just pick on the guy who's hiding behind his book. Go ahead, you have a wee go. Thank you. Blue Gold Racing for life. And good duck. Daniel's getting all sorts of shout outs. He's maybe sitting with a whole pile of friends. He's like, do it. Who else do it know? Bobby. Say Bobby and Jimmy and Sammy. Again, we were meant to be revving it out there. Shouldn't matter that much. Just try and hang with these guys. That's because they all haul ass. Every one of them. Go, go, go. Try number 2 of the day. There was no turning back now. Hardest part of the race, once again, achieved. Haven't got the roll on in the exits to the corners in this car yet. You can see that other people are a lot more confident on it than ourselves in the exit of corners. Don't know how we didn't get past there. The car behind, it was ridiculously clear. Oh, Colin McRae. Right, I'm shooting a couple of short shifts. Just be safe, Stephen. Just have a wee lift. And it doesn't have to be flat out. It's the smallest wee lift. Just be safe. No need to hit it flat out. Sorry sir, there's a sexy green car there. And still in a bit of slipstream. But Mr. Ears want it back. Will not defend it if he shows a nose at the inside. We'll hand that stuff over. Too deep again on the mediums and in the slipstream. Wee bit braver that lap. Scary, but I thought it was going to spin out on me there. And it didn't get a great run through that. Okay. Out of the slip. And what is going down behind? Oh my goodness, this could be a battle of bubbly. This could be a battle of bubbly. Any luck yet? Are we rich? No, we're not rich yet. Awful entry leg, but it was still flat. Way too much turning of the steering wheel. .3, so they're bringing us in slightly. Oh, look where you're going, man. Look where you're going. Daniel's catching the leader, but Daniel's catching the leader. He wants a bag of popcorn. As those two get themselves into a race, who knows? Who knows what could happen? They're coming on us fast. Come on. Oh, some shit stuff had side by side action there. They're fighting each other behind. Good to see. Can't run a man out. Oh my goodness. Popcorn is lagging an awful lot there at the front. One bar. Oh, his connection's back up now. Again, they're getting close up there. Terrible chicanes, like they've all been flat out the last 3 laps. But not good entries at all. They're about to race each other. Come on, Steve, focus. Time lost there from the start of this lap altogether. We had a quick glance, and I don't know why. I hit the brakes there, lost focus. Come on, what are we doing? Starting to think about his other people already pitting and want to get a jump on us and stuff. Instead of just bloody driving. Again, a lot of glitching up there. Seems to be whenever they're very close to each other as well. He's been very close to him a couple of times, and then a huge big glitch, and he stretches out the lead again. And the both of them was gonna nigh. Ah, copy them. Then they must know what they're doing. They must know what they're doing. Why not copy them then? Another bloody alcohol. It'll surely give us a bit more bravery in the test chicane. Right, did we still have bubbly? We were still in for a fight with a bubbly. Oh, it doesn't look like it. They're driving past with much more speed. Oh my goodness, and many of you were driving past me that day. Come on, filter it in, boys, filter it in. Right. And a lovely big gap on the ass area. Oh, and there's been an incident. Okay, that's a bottle of bubbly. That is a bottle of bubbly. Right there. I must have been one of let's encourage the side action. Oh, Max is lifting off there. Close as we can, but no contact. Oh, again, I'm taking a wee short shift here, drop back a tad. They get a nice secure and perhaps a slightly more drive. Oh, someone came into the pits. It turned into a bottle of bubbly. Don't know, third gear feels a wee bit boggy, low down, so it does, but still think it's slightly better. Come on. Oh, he's dropped himself a wheel. Is that dirty tires now? And the boys behind are out of the slip. Lobby it. Many is there back there. There's two of them. Mr. Ears and Mr. Popcorn. Touch wood, we've had no brake problems as of yet. Damo was in the house. Hello, Damo. Apologies if we miss any of the chat. These cars are an absolute nightmare. We're already shaded the chat anyway, like, but these cars certainly don't help. Anyone who likes to smoke and drink are going to struggle to do much smoking and drinking whilst in a race in this car as well. Oh, David, stop talking, man. Stop talking. You have a bottle of bubbly. Bring it home. And then you can waffle all you want about the day you won yourself a bottle of bubbly. 1.2. They're almost there. Is there still two of them? No, he's on his own now. Popcorn coming to get us, no doubt. Would he be sweet? Or would he be a bit salty, I wonder? I like sweet popcorn myself, personally. Easy. He's coming. He is coming at us. For sure. And he's got that. He's in the slipstream. Excuse me. Come on, stop it. Ugh. Right, he's on his own if he wants a wee end of it. I'll hopefully be able to hang on to him. He might even take us up a second. Oh, he certainly looks like he wants a piece of it. Right, he's in the slipstream now. We'll see how he hangs with us around this now with a bit of dirty air. Hopefully he'll struggle a bit more. But no, he doesn't. He's better than us at that second. Come on, get a good run. Get a good run. Hopefully he doesn't stand it from a mile back. We're already having to brake slightly later than what I'd like to be. Ha ha ha! Mr. Popcorn was popped. He hit the desk again. Right, now who is Mr. Dawn in front of us? I wonder, Mr. Dawn. Should I flash my lights? They're not really bright headlight flashes. But who knows? He might be one of those guys. He might just drive off the track after a couple of flashes. Daniel, holy nash, too fast, a different league. Come on. Three, he's getting away, if anything. We need to just bring home the third. Unless, yeah, I'm trying, and I'm flashing my lights now. There's a dead chicane right in front of the man. I'm going to flash him now. Who knows, he might have a wee bit of blurry vision. Some sort of shit might have went down. Is he land here? No, he's not land here. I'll flash him again, but in the next lap, you never know. He might be land there. And it'll be me who caused that incident. With a perfectly timed headlight flash. One more lap. It should be a battle of bubbly. We can only throw it away now. All about just, are we brave enough to go flat out in the chicane in the last lap? That's like an extra wee challenge. Are we brave enough? I think I'm brave enough to risk death. And I'm throwing away a battle of bubbly. We pitted there on lap 6, so we did. Worked out much better for us all round. Tires are still going now on us, like, but we can improve, or hopefully we should improve in that stuff. If we just turn that steering wheel a lot less and flow a bit better. And now the team were on the radio. They were saying, "Don't do it, Scotty. Don't do it. You're sacked. You're sacked if you crash." And we were like, I need it. The fans were going crazy. It was easy. What are you worried about, boys? I don't know what you were worried about. You should have done. We were hitting that shit flat out. No problem. Our first battle of bubbly, that's not bad. In the second race, found a bit of a flow there, pretty good. And the fans got themselves a piece of a race car dropped off at the end. Thousands of them will be climbing over there. Hopefully they'll stay back until all the cars are cleared. Well, thank you. Apologies, boys, if we're missing anything. Remember watching Murray Burrs and Kimmy Group 2 in Suzuka a couple of months ago. Hilarious. Glasgow says I enjoyed that one. I think we had a wee bit of speed in that one with a bit of a flow, well off the pace of Daniel. Daniel was in a different league, but at least we were. Popcorn and King Ears are fast, and Max Power is really fast drivers. So, and it's a Group 2 car, which we don't drive a whole lot. So over the moon with that bottle of bubbly. I can tell you that on the box, me and was it Popcorn? No, Popcorn was behind me. Who was it in second? Can't remember the guy's name. We'll see now in a minute. But yes, I can't tell you that whenever we were receiving the trophies and our champagne, me and Dawn grabbed Daniel. We grabbed him by the legs, pulled him down, and was stood on his arms. And I squirted the champagne in the left eye, and Dawn squirted the champagne in the right eye. Daniel was disgusted, and all as he could do is stand there and smile and clap as if it was the happiest day of his life, although he was in pain, almost blinded. Congratulations, Daniel. Well done. King Ears. That was a nice race as well. Mr. Ears was there, and Dawn was there. Popcorn was there too, but he's left already. Boom, out we go. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, sir. You're fast, Daniel. Frequently, I suspect you're frequently found in top split races, are you? What was the driving on Fuji? Road cars. What was that? Came through as well. A friend request, yes, thank you very much. We'll get that added before we get off, or just after we get off. And if it's still forget it, then it usually pops up when I first jump back on. But there's no panic. That friend request will be added. 3 minutes to go, and again, and hopefully we'll flow again a wee bit. In fact, I'm doing it, guys. I'm doing it. I got a bottle of bubbly, so I don't care. I might not get another bottle of bubbly today, so I think I deserve a well done badge. There's my well done badge. We're gonna stick it. It's gonna look impressive for anyone who jumps in. Can we not get it somewhere where they can clearly see it? How good I've done today? Yeah. Someone will say, what's that on his hat? What's that shiny thing on his hat? That is a well done badge. Qualifying. We'll add some more alcohol to the mix, because it can only make us braver. You're not meant to drink and drive in real life, but drinking and driving sometimes in a sim race is badass. You're very, very brave. I'm assuming that was Daniel in first, Sean, for sure. Max Power must have been it. He's quick as well, Max. Anyone who I remember having good races with on tracks that I'm competitive on must haul ass and be faster than me on the track that I'm not really fast on, you know. So we'll probably find it. A lot of those Spaniards and all that we bumped into in our favourite track in the daily race at Sardinia, they'll maybe bump into they'll maybe end up bumping into in other tracks and combinations and thinking to themselves, oh yes, we'll have a good race with him, and then they'll be like, he's crap at this track, isn't he? He's like in 14th and 15th place every time. What should I have myself? Hang on, I'm gonna have myself a bar of chocolate. Sean says, Scotty. Sorry, I hope I haven't missed anything. Bubbly. Typical Scotty. You better believe it, Sean. You know I love a bottle of bubbly. You often see drivers behind flashing their lights. No idea what it means. I think some steering wheel or some hand control players, there's a glitch in the game where in the corners, on the entries and on the exit, lights flash. So if you see them flashing you and it's only in corners, then it's probably someone on the hand controller or a certain steering wheel that happens on. But yeah, if you see me, if you're in a race in front of me and you see me flashing my lights, you should just think to yourself, yep, he's talking shite. He's probably on the mic, just waffling away, saying hello, nice to meet you. But yeah, the light flashes aren't usually used the way I talk shite and waffle and use them. They're used just to communicate usually. If you're behind someone and you give him a wee, he looks as if he's going to go a wee bit defensive. It's I mean, top splitters would do that. Like top splitters will flash each other, and then they just know, right, he's not going to try and pass me. He's flashed me, and then if they do try and pass, then they'll probably be a bit upset. They'd be like, why did you flash me? As if you weren't going to pass me, as if you were going to work as a team, and then I left the inside open. So yeah, hopefully they'll not get upset with my flashing, because my flashing will just be like from a mile back. They'll hardly be able to see it. They'll be like, what? Did he flash his lights at me? Rewind, have a look at that again in the mirror. He did, he's flashed his lights at me. It's worked, but if they've done that, if they notice it at all, it's worked, hasn't it? What are they doing looking at me 3 seconds behind them? Glasgow says, with me it's usually the peelers. Same top 4. New guy behind us. Max is still here. Similar room. New guy starting behind us might be hungry for a piece of us straight away. Alright, with a have a good race. Good luck. Have a good race too. Mr. Popcorn, Mr. Daniel, Mr. King, here's Bazaar, and Max in the house. I don't know any of the rest of them. Hopefully the guy starting behind us but knows those other guys. And he sees me saying, good luck, have a good race, and he might think to himself, ah, Scotty's friends, Mr. King Ears. King Ears is a gentleman. Scotty must be a gentleman too. Mr. Carding's function. If I get enough people for an open lobby, then yeah, I can try and get an open lobby going. But it'll not get going the way this is. Would be sitting in an open lobby just with half a dozen of us in a room, you know. Well, like our races, if we could open a lobby and fill the room and have a lot of good races, then yeah, we would definitely do that a lot more. But this is a full room with all guys rated at my speed or close to it, so hard to refuse it. You've got nothing to do for an hour. Jump into this one, have yourself some fun. Again, should have been revving it out. Not that it matters that much. Starting on the medium, a splash of alcohol. for extra bravery on lap 1. Third try of the evening. Go, go, go. Who fancies a wiggle? Who fancies a wiggle? Who wants to warm up the tyres? I'll lift on a coach for me. Oh, Callum McRae. Sean, as he wants to defend it nice and early, so trying to be early. He's sent us on one from behind. Oh, short shift. Big lift required just because we're scared that he may have lifted or something. Another sexy nose. It's threading to the inside. We'll leave the space. That's what don't want to race. We're not here to race right now. It's lap 1, boys. What he's doing. He's all trying to win it on the first lap. Look at him. Ah, sir, there's a sexy green car there. No doubt. Is he coming to sand it for me as well? No, we were expecting another one to come and sand it on the inside. Right. What are we thinking, Stephen? We need to start going forward again. Again, a couple of wee shorts just to drop off them a wee bit in case they have a lift in the chicane. We had a lift anyway, so it didn't really matter. There's a time to maybe show some sexy noses ourselves. Sneak up there. We got ourselves mauled in that first lap. Everyone's wanting to pass, so like why not? Why not be one of those guys who would like a wee pass ourselves? Bit of contact, but I think it's legal. I think that was legal for sure. He's wanted to defend it nice and early there. You'd be very clean, but you're wanting to defend it too much. You might actually be a bit too slow, Mr. Ayres. And yep, too defensive. Allowed is very clean of him. To allow us to drive and place the car on the outside of him. Come on. Oh, Colin. My goodness. It's not fast, but it feels badass. All still there. He's going defensive again. You know what I mean? Instead of even staying in my slipstream there, I think so as he was in the battle, he's already. It's good for me because look, they're all out of the slipstream because he has went defensive. Medium tyres, only 3 laps. They've only done the 3 laps on the mediums. My goodness. Come on. Always needing a lift, always needing a lift there. The fast guys aren't taking a lift, they lifting the way and then it's flat out the rest of the way. Come on. Oh. I'm sticking with what we did the last time. Worked out pretty decent for us in the end. Stop up, mate. Just don't turn your steering wheel that much. Open it up. Many times. I'm gonna take you. When did we come in? Lap 6 the last time I think it was. Alcoholics Highway, just in time. Benson is in the house. Hello, Benson. How are you, sir? Are you jumping on for a bit of a spot of fun? Max power up behind us now. Oh, there's been an incident. The bottle of bubbly was handed till us on a plate. At this rate, we were going to be drunk. Albeit on non-alcoholic bubbly at this stage. Right, yeah, we'll do it again. We'll come in on this lap. It worked for us the last time. Hello, darling. No luck? No. God, that's because you didn't give me a kiss for good luck. So it is. Soft tires, no fuel, boys. I didn't really not know what to do there. Where do we come out? And is there a space? Oh, there's not going to be a space on the track. How many? We're going to have us. You were going to have us. We were going to break late and hopefully put these or two up. No, he wanted it. He wanted it a whole lot. My goodness. Mr. Ears was making sure he took it there. Well done. I got a key and he wanted it fair to come on, Mr. Ears. There's more spots than this available. Oh, again, really defensive of him. Need to come up with a plan. sexy nose. A sexy nose to let him know. Right, where to go? Where to go? Oh, don't you, dead plays a nose. Oh, we were trying to be nice. Maybe he's going to lunge it on them. 2 for the price of 1 seal. Yeah, they all want to defend it. Let's cruise about here. See if we can get... Oh my goodness! How many was there? Oh, a penalty handed out for someone. 4 seconds. Was that 2? Right, who was lacking a wee bit of pace there? Ah, well, make friends with you. You're sitting with a big penalty. Go on. Away you can get. Who gave you that penalty, I wonder? Are you going to stand for that? A wee bit of a gap behind us. Not much, but he's not right on our ass. Again, Mr. Ears is very unusual driving from him. Really defensive today. I can't say I've noticed anything like that about him. I thought Mr. Ears frequently hauled ass. It was very... Ah, sir! Gran Turismo! Don't do that shit, Gran Turismo! Go on, son. Who says the man doesn't know what to do? He's had a look at all that shit on the cameras, and he thought to himself, Scotty Hedger's done absolutely nothing wrong there. That's fine. Go ahead. Someone, coming for it now. They're going to send it, are they? We'll break late as we can ourselves. And again, all the drama. Mr. Ears is still here. He's defending it. It's Mr. Ears creating all this here drama with everybody at the moment with a extra defensive driving. Again, we'll leave it open. The man has a run on us. We'll even have a left. Go on, Max. Your man on the move. Our very own secret weapon called Mr. Max Power. Right. Now, how defensive did Mr. Ears want to go? Sorry, Mr. Ears, I need to try my best to follow Max through. Mr. Ears could be sending a wild one back at us, but we were stuck behind him there and we dropped back lots of places. We needed a plan to get past him. Oh, Mr. Ears was angry that day, and Gran Turismo doesn't allow full speed punts anymore. He was a big red face in the background. He lost his temper. He went for the full punt, possibly even the rage quit out of the race, but not a lot of effect to our car. It's good. That's a good thing that they've done in the game. I mean, stopping the ridiculous big punts the way it didn't really affect our car there a whole lot at all. I've noticed that a couple of times now. That's definitely a good thing. He wasn't pleased, Mr. Ears. Has he left or is he still here? He clearly likes himself a wee bit of boom boom now and again. Definitely much too defensive though in the driving. From straight away, the very start of the race, the guys ahead of him might as well not be there. He's driving as if he's in the lead of the race, and it's 1 lap to go. I cannot let anybody pass me. A lot of drama in this one for all different guys, a lot of big bunches, and it all came from Mr. Ears, like really. Still a bunch on up there. Was there anything? Was there's a Super GT result up there, Stephen? That's a Super GT result. There he is. He's still off there. Look behind us. There he is in the sand. You can see, even from this distance, the big bright red face of shame and embarrassment. There's no hiding a face quite that bright. Doesn't matter what sort of helmet you're wearing or what sort of tinted visor. These boys could get into a bit of a race maybe as well. Yep, they're all thinking of sending it. Can you just hit an apex maybe? This smells like a fee for the price of one sale. It does, I've smelt that before. No lack of drive for them this time. Were we in the slip? But we are in the slip. Come on. There's a top 5 there now. There's a top 5 there now. The team, they're still, the barbecue's still out. They haven't put it away just yet. Oh, where to go? What to do? Thank goodness he stayed ghosted. Hopefully no silly penalties. Ah, don't man. Oh. Oh, my goodness. Ridiculous big lift needed there for us because of the understeer. 5th place getting away. Good pass there. Got her stopped quite nicely on the apex. Two to go. Just having a couple of races. Love, it was a wee bit bored. Thought to myself, I got to bounce around for a couple of hours. Why? Any plans? What do you think? Oh, you want to jump on with Junior? 2 to go. Again, nothing real, nothing to be capitalised on at the moment. Come on. The guy behind us all over us will no doubt be sanding. And many of them is they're back there. Frank's not far behind him either. He does indeed send it. Go on, on you go. On you go. Hopefully it's only a land of it. Oh, we needed a lift, And there'll be a Frenchman, the Frenchman. No, that's not, that's a Dutch flag. Oh. She doesn't even want to turn now. Lap 12. The car decided to say, no, I'm not going to turn. Come on. Very strong lobby this year, I think. Don't feel like we've had a couple of wee incidents in time lost here and there, but I feel like we haven't drove that bad. A lot of pace in the lobby. Oh, wheels were dropped. My goodness. 2 for the price of 1 sale on the last lap. There's a top 7 there. There's a top 7. West were waffling and thinking that the race was over. Oh, no, I'm not risking it. Oh, I want to go ultra defensive. Did you get the drive to go right through? Oh, a little to break it. It's the last lap. The shit has to be defended, surely. Oh! Right, flat out steam through the chicane. Surely he can't get it flat out that close, till he. Boom. Oh. On an unusual line, we are going to go ultra defensive and defend this stuff. Hopefully get a big slow car. Right, back just out in front of him. There we go. All we could do really on the last lap, all we could do. A fun one, but a fun one. You can see how when someone goes as defensive as that though, how it causes, like from the very, very first lap, Mr. King Ears was almost as if there was no one in front of him who he was looking, to try and keep up with. It was like he was interested in staying in front of everyone else who was behind, and a lot of incidents and passing, all through his defending. Perfectly legal defending, like perfectly legal. But that ridiculous ram attempt was not perfectly legal, and I think he sat there for the rest of the race with a big red face. The crowd, I think every time I drove past her, I heard boos and all, so I did. There was all sorts of F's in the sand trap that day they were throwing at him. A fun one, but King Ears for comedy value. It was fun. It was a shame he lost his temper. I don't think we did. It was an aggressive pass we did on him, but that needed to be done. If someone's driving that aggressive, trying to defend you, then he has to know that there's an aggressive one coming. If there's a chance to get up the inside, it has to be sent. We'll save that replay maybe for a wee nosy. It's already been saved, but done that shit. Popcorn will win this time. Max Power again, Max. Hauling ass getting up there. Oh, hold on, let's keep our eyes open. Have we had any messages? Did we have any messages from Mr. Ears? Let's scroll back. Were we tagged in anything at all? No. No, we weren't. Mr. Ears just took that. He just took that on the chin like a man. Well done, sir, well done. I like your style. No comments needed. Just I'll see you. I'll see you in the next one. Are we going back? You better believe we're going back. It's a damn second account that we don't give a damn about. Damn old King Ears is usually better than that. Yeah, that very surprised. To see him even driving. Defensive like that. He's I haven't had a lot of experience with him, but the experience that I have had with him is that he hauls ass and he's a badass driver. It's you don't usually get guys who haul that much ass and are that fast, who worry. That much. He looked like he was really nervous and protecting that inside. He's maybe had a couple of bad races there in a row where you can see how easy it is for mould. A couple of times we have been nice and we hand over a spot, and you can see how easy it is when you hand over one spot, another one gets banned, another one, and you drop down 2 or 3 spots, and then you kind of feel like you're getting mauled. But in the big gist of it, you still haven't really lost loads and loads of time. You've dropped down a few spots, but you've still survived and stuff like that there, rather than losing a whole pile of time, but holding on to your position. I think I'd rather lose a couple of positions than ultra defensive and then just a huge big traffic jam. That ultra defensive stuff is for the last couple of laps, the last 2 laps, and then it's like, right, no, nothing for free. But yeah, Fires Brave. There's King Ears. I thought you were better than that. To be at King Ears, you should, let's go and look at the replay. Well, we'll quit out King Ears. I'm really surprised. Why are you driving so defensive, sir? From the very, very start of the race, the amount of time you're losing yourself. It's like, did you have a couple of bad races there where guys launched you up the inside and you thought to yourself, right, I'm not letting anyone else get in the inside of me? Like, you, from early on in that race, you were ultra defensive, and the guys in front of you immediately drove away after one corner of you driving defensive. The slipstream was gone, and there was a queue of 5 or 6 people all in a big battle behind. So there was, we had to take our opportunities, to get past you whenever they came, because you were going to slow the pace away down again and be extra defensive, sir. We'll go and and have a nosy at it. We'll go and have a nosy at it for you. And you can see what you think from our point of view. I don't think anything we done was outrageous, sir. I think it was perfectly legal. There was contact there. It was an aggressive pass, but I felt like I needed to do it at that time, or we were going to be slowed down, having side by side with each other again, and then just in a different race. I wanted past, for sure, sir. But we can have a wee nosy at it after the next one. Unlucky with a takeout attempt as well. Full 10 out of 10 for effort. I'm sure your team gave you a big pat on the back whenever you come in that says, I don't know how that didn't work out. That he should have been out of the race. You should have spun him out there. It was a full sand. I'm sure you were disappointed. You looked very disappointed. You sat in that sand the rest of the race. So you did. Every lap we come around, we seen you sitting there, and you looked sad and disappointed, sir. I'm sure as you seen that sexy green livery still alive and driving around, you were shaking your head and thinking to yourself, God damn it, why did I not take him out? We'll start the next one. If you're in the next one, we'll start the next one with the correct attitude with you, sir, as always. Hopefully you won't be there to boom boom with us. Although I do like to play boom boom. I prefer not to. But yeah, we'll try and make friends with you. You're much faster than what you're driving there. You know. I think you were much too nervous there of being passed. And then the pace is just slowed down so much. And then whenever people see that the pace has been slowed down so much, then you get people like me thinking, no, I have to pass you. I have to send it now. I can't be stuck behind you and losing another 3 seconds in the next 3 corners. We'll have to send that. If you don't go defensive on us, we'll push you on. We'll make friends with you. We'll use you until we can abuse you, and then hopefully steal it off you in the last lap. Nice to see you. Thank you for hopping in as well, sir. As always. He was here once again. Only on many keen ears. Was it king ears or was it many king ears? Is he back on a second account that he does not give a damn about? Was he here for war or was he gonna race? I'm going to start with the right attitude. Who knows what way Mr. Ears is going to start. I'm going to try and start with the right attitude. And we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We're nervous, but we're nervous already, Mr. Ears. You've got us on our toes. Excuse me. Rumpster, new in the house. Dale boys in the house. Daniel's still here. Ears is still here. Got Max is still here. Frank's here too. Red Rooster. Mike the player. Dale boy in the house. 25-9. What was our time? We ended up getting 26-1. We can take our time. Come a little closer. Let's go over what I had in mind. Baby, lock them doors and turn them lights down low. The warm-up had been completed. I think we will find out very soon in this one if Mr. Ears is worried about any of the cars in front of him. Was he here to try and have a race and drive as fast as he could, or was he here for a boom boom session? Good luck, boys. One more time. P5 and P6, I know, cross our fingers he starts with the right attitude, but I think if he's bounced on to his second account, no, the signs are looking bad. The signs are looking like it's going to be a boom boom session. I'm not going to start it, but Here we go, one more time, Mr. Turismo. It was go, go, go. Words had been exchanged between 5th place and 6th place. They weren't pleased with each other from the previous moto. Oh, we've had to take the side by side. We'll be a gentleman and we'll leave a shitload of room here now for the man. And he was nice. He was nice. That's an indication that he started with the right attitude, because he was behind us there. He could have took us out if he wanted to. So it looks like he started with the correct attitude, at least. Come on, nose in. Did he get a sexy nose over a wee bit to try and discourage him? Yep, these sexy noses there. Ah, here's wanting us to continue. We were hoping to filter back in there, but here's wanting to encourage the side-by-side action, hoping for the 2 for the price of 1 sale. Again, I'm not defending it. If he wants to send it through, he can send it. I'll cruise about here. And he should filter in, he does indeed. A quick lift there for us now, just because of the dirty air. Stephen, come on, man, come on. Oof. It's only lap 2, it's only lap 2. Come on. Could be getting a run on us now. Again, will not defend it. If he sends a sexy nose, he can have that sexy nose. I mean, he's quick. No, man, I don't know why he was driving defensive in the last race, because we can't drive away from the man. The man hauls ass. Lap 3, coming to an end. Again, we'll leave the inside open for the man. If he wants the precision, he can have it. No, he doesn't want it. Well done, he's racing with the right attitude. Well done, mate, thank you very much. Love, are you talking to me? I can't hear you. Love, of an engine in me, or you really need to come over. Yes. Yes, he's alive. He had great fun. So he did. He'd done like a barrel roll and stuff. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he had a great time. In fact, just as you walked out earlier, people were saying hello to you. There was a few people, so yeah, they all say hello in the chat. I think Sean says hello and Glasgow. I'm just in daily races. I don't really know any of these guys. These are just whoever turned up for the race. What? Still struggling to hear you. Mr. Ears is into the pits pretty early. Oh, come on, get slowed down. Don't you worry, we can take our time. Oh, he's on the same account, right? So it was the many years the last time as well. Couldn't remember. Is it the same guy as well, or is it two different people? It looks like the same guy. There's a King Years and then there's a mini King Years, isn't there? That can surely only be the same guy on a different account, you'd like to think. Oh! A top 5 opened up that day. Don't think it is a top 5, but anyway, by the time we come out of our pits, I'm not happy, but still, we've got a taste of it. The game will stick to the 6 laps. The 6 laps didn't feel too bad for us, and we are struggling to look after those soft tyres at the end of the race. And there's nothing as bad as finishing the race slow and being passed. I'm just hand it over. Oh. His brakes are sticking. His brakes are sticking. He's having the same problems as I'm having. Yep, on the axis of the corners, you can see a tiny wee flicker. He wants a side by side with me and you through here rather than a nudge in the rear. Someone else has had an incident there. Pulled off the track. Patience, man, patience. You're scaring the life out of me. You really are wanting to send that stuff. Go on. You're scaring me too much. Oh, loads of understeer there. Hey, you're pitting anyway, Stephen. You'll be fine. Oh, Colin McRae, you won't go away. Other people coming in. Soft tires, no fuel. And a bit of water, please, gentlemen. You think Minnie was his kid, right? Where do we end up? We will cling on to the top 10. How did Frank do a faster pit stop than me? How did you pull that one out of the bag, Frank? Surely, like that's he paying Tesco for a special pit crew or something? Or did he just drive into the pits right on my ass and I didn't notice that stuff? That's probably more likely. Right, let's try and go forward at least, Stephen. Romster has it at the moment. Dale boy's fast. Very fast. It was an aggressive one, but legal with left space there. I think he's on medium tyres. That's why we're aggressive, wanting to get ahead of him. Not sure why he would have done that many laps on the medium tyres. Maybe had started on the medium, so I'm assuming he was on the medium tyres there. Doesn't look like he has it. He's coming back for a pace. Take it. Go on, take it, sir. We're not getting any argument with you. On you go. Oh. It's absolutely hard with someone right in front of you in these cars. Another leg of drive. And down to 8th once again. Another real strong lobby. For my level anyway, for my speed. A lot of fast guys here. Mr. Ears is up into 3rd as well. Lap 9. Would there be anything else at all that day? 4 to go. Don't really want to send it in Frank and get into a race with Frank, because there's 2 people up there that might just be about to get into their own race. Me and Frank might be able to drive. Oh, Frank! Fully insured, no harm done in the end. Saved from the bright red face of shame and embarrassment. That was a mistimed brakes on the way into that one. No harm done in the end, thank goodness. Time lost for ourselves, and that's about it. Ramster. Clearly hauling at the front as well. We can take our time, come closer. I could play you a song on the slow guitar if it turns you on. If you want, we could dance, but I need something to do with my hands. So maybe I stick 'em in your pockets, run through your hair, and we can get rocking. There you are, baby, here I am. I need something to do with my hands. Something to do with my hands. Right, the team is on the radio. 2 laps to go. We're not happy with 8th position, Scotty. You should be doing better than this. The team expect more of you. They're saying they're not happy that Frank's in front of me. It's Frank. You okay? You want me to try my best to catch Frank? Frank is the target. And flash your lights at Frank. Hello, Frank. It's me, Scotty Senior. Don't mind me flashing those headlights, but just saying a big hello, sir. In case you didn't know, the headlight flashes are actually designed to add an extra bit of pressure to your ass area. Because we all know pressure on the ass area can make people shit themselves. Could we have an underpants department incident live on stream, Frank? And maybe even a wee battle on up ahead. It's not over yet. There's a top 5 and a top 6 there. If those boys get into some sort of race, each other as well. Who knows? Definitely still lacking pace in these cars for sure, and bravery in these here kind of corners. I feel like you need to be really brave. When I watch Key driving it anyway, when I watch Key driving it, I'm saying that he's flat out there awfully early, isn't he? I think it's just all about not turning the steering wheel. They were coming round for the last lap. It was time to find out what Frank was all about. Last lap headlight flashes being directed in Frank's direction. Is he one of those guys who might just drive off the track and not know what to do? I doubt it. He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be. None of us should be one of those guys. But lots of us are. It would surprise you, amaze you. He's totally forgotten what that apex looks like. Right, that's encouraging me, Frank. We're going to flash more. Though Mr. Ayers has had an incident too. We'll have to take that inside as well now, Mr. Ayers. He'll be still in a slipstream. No doubt be back at us for lunch. And there's a penalty up ahead as well. I told you, you'd never give up. Shit goes down in last laps. Big, brave, flat out last lap, please, Stephen, with no crash. Move your eyes, look where you're going, aim at it, and the car does exactly what it says on the tin. Are we within 2 seconds? I don't think we are within 2 seconds of that guy. It's going to be a 7th in the end, I think. Yeah, that's more than 2 seconds, isn't it? Yeah. Just over 2 seconds, I reckon that is. 7th place in the end. Mr. Ayers, something must have went down on the last lap with Mr. Ayers. He was doing well, but there he was up. Early pit stop. But ending the race like that, at one point in that race, I bet you Mr. Ears must have been thinking the same as me in the first one. Oh my God, we're in second or third. It was all working out a treat for him. But then ending the race like that, where your tyres are going and you're like the slower car on the track, never feels good. Even if you finish in second or third, because it just means you would have been at first and then you drop backwards. So it's never a forwards movement at the end of the race. Yeah, Glasgow for sure. Half decent, Jerry, half decent. A strong room, a lot of fast guys here. Know what I mean? And these cars are a handful. Something to do with my hands. So maybe well done, Romster. Daniel ended up getting into second. Del Boy must haul ass. I don't get to see a lot of Del Boy. I've seen wee videos of him here and there. I am subscribed, but I've not caught a lot of his live streams. But he clearly hauls ass. Tires were dead and you span on your own. King Ears, thank you very much for racing with the correct attitude with me in that race. We were nervous at the start. We thought to ourselves, is he here? Is he angry? Is he gonna play boom boom with us in this one? But you didn't. You were very clean. Thank you very much, sir. In for another one. I think we'll take this hat off because that clearly has to be worth a couple of tenths. I think that'll be worth. And now you can't see my well done badge. We'll keep that there, so we don't want people thinking that we haven't done well today. We got a bottle of bubbly in our second race. New followers, Mr. Ghost Dog. Thank you very much. Qualifying. Have another munch of our biscuit. There's PMD. I said you heard that PG Motorsport intentionally got a DRE set and a FIA lobby. I think there's a few different people using that account. Clearly, I think I didn't know why. I didn't know that. Because as soon as someone said that to me, it made sense. It was like, that just makes sense. That has to be what it is. There's one of the guys who uses that account who's really, really fast and really, really clean. And someone else who uses that account does not give a damn. He's just there for a mess about. And a bit of boom boom. Some of the stuff that he does like is would almost make you think it could be an 11-year-old or a 12-year-old just there just having a wee bit of fun, thinking he's playing Destruction Derby rather than Gran Turismo. King Ear says, for your information, they're both my accounts. This is your second account. Your main account is just for the FIA. Yeah, that's basically what I do myself. Woman. No problem. With my second account, I thoroughly enjoy having a second account now. Daily races are not for main accounts, like really, at all. Perhaps in your favourite tracks, and if you're a badass qualifying time is starting at the front, but otherwise they're for your second account. Yes, for sure, Mr. Ears. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. JJ, if you watch this stream back, that's how you sort a problem out with another driver on the track. That was nice to see, because we're not looking to make enemies with people, you know, at all. I thought I was terrified at the start of that last race. I thought to myself, oh my goodness, this is gonna be just me and Mr. Ears is gonna be playing boom boom all race in last place there. But we knew after two corners that he was driving very nice. What is the top tens like? Do we see anyone we know in the top 10? Ari's up there. Ren's always up there, isn't he? Coyote's up there. What time? Oh my goodness, it's 10 o'clock. It's still bright outside. Right. All of a sudden, we are now entering the final event of the evening. The one you have all been waiting for. The most important race of the day. Because whether you believe in Adam and Eve or monkeys from the trees, it doesn't matter. The facts of the story is, many years ago, two humans bumped into each other, went for a wee walk, miles and miles to walk together, and then one of them walked a wee bit faster. And just like that was the invention of the race, and from that day evermore, wise men all over the world will tell you you're only as good as your last race. So let's try and go to bed faster than some of these here guys, hopefully. Or at least end with a good one. Don't die in the chicane. You got 18 seconds penalty. Yeah, that'll not be the good. I mean the good version of PG, but that'll be whoever. I mean the young lad is in the household or something. As I say, he doesn't hide any of that stuff. I thought to myself, a couple of times, oh, you'll not show that on your stream, I bet you. But then you go to your stream, and he does. He brings it out in video and all. He doesn't hide any of that stuff at all, and I think sometimes he brings out 3 different streams a day. Very, very hard for someone to stream that much a day. So it's and motorbike games, rally games, Gran Turismo. So it'll not be the top notch PG. He'll always be up and down as well, won't he? He's just I'll never be able to trust him. I don't think I would need to. It would need to be a last lap move for me to try and drive around the outside of him. I'd definitely have a couple of skid marks on the underpants trying to pass him around the outside. Ginger's in the house as well. Hello, Ginger. Thanks for hopping in, guys. The company's always nice. This is going to be our last one. Starting in 6th position. Mr. Ears is here again. Popcorn's here again. Ramster's here. Womble Boss is in the house. Who else do we have? Richard's still here. Frank's back. Make the players back. Right. Starting in 6th. Let's get a top 6, Stephen. A Super GT performance. Hopefully. Glasgow said, enjoy the rest of the weekend, have a good one. Glasgow, thank you very much for having in, sir. Pleasure, as always. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Right, let's end on a good note. Let's not go backwards this time. Let's try and move forwards, or at very least, stay where we are. He said, right before crashing in turn number 2. Go, go, go. Once again, the most important one of the day, and we have ourselves a wee bit of a run. We said we wanted to move forward. We said we wanted to move forward. That's a bit too much of a run. Almost no. Okay, well, that's your nose. He went and let us know he was going to defend it. So immediately changed my mind about sending that on him. So he did. Oh, easy, easy. They're still a bit cold, Stephen. They're still a bit cold. We're still in slip left. Oh. Right, ignore those cars. Look where you're going, Stephen. Move your eyes. Slight lift, just to make sure the nose came in for us. And survived. Nah, he's wanting to go defensive. Okay. Opens up the slipstream for us as you go a bit deep. Any kind of cutback that we had on the exit, perhaps. No, well defended, sir. Well defended. Right, okay. I want to make friends with you now. I want to make friends with you. Let's not get into your own race. Go on. Look at those boys up in front of you. Surely you'd like to pass one of those guys up there. Back off him now a bit early. Let him see. We're not coming for it. And he didn't go defensive there. So nice to see. Trust gained. Guys behind. Dropped out of the slip. Everybody here still in with a chance to win at the moment. Right, and because we nudged him before, he knows, we'll ask him, would you like to hand the tours around the outside? But he didn't want to, but he might have. Nudges, thank you. Sorry, came over a wee bit there on the man, but skirt of that side by side through the chicane. Top three still there as long as we don't have a race really with this guy. Guy behind us, but he'll be thinking, doing his own moves. When Nate was coming, he must have been thinking to himself, yes, he's there to be had. He doesn't want to try and pass, man. Don't. That's it. He's filtered back in. Oh, sorry again. We're not going to take advantage of that. No harm done. Worrying more about being dove ourselves. Slightly mistiming our own brakes. Right, we're down one now, Stephen. You're meant to be moving forward, man. Right. New start. 10-lap race. I heard. Ginger. PG Motorsport resetted. It's good to see. With any kind of respectable penalty system, he's always going to be like that. He's going to be up and down like a yo-yo. I would think if you were to go and look and see how many wins Mr. PG has had, he's probably had loads and loads of wins because he'd be up and down all the time. Again, not judging how much extra speed we have there, and a bit of shit hitting the fan there. It's a top 6. Red Rooster. No, it was Ramster won the last one. That name scared me there. I thought to myself, my God, thank goodness he won the last race. Still just hanging in the slipstream. Guy behind might have a run on us here. Is he going to lunge it? She closed up on us quite a bit. Right, and we're a decent distance back from leading, so we can get a flatter chicane. Hopefully them two's not going to have a flatter chicane. Oh, how did I not die? I thought it was dead. I thought it was over with. Again, let's nudge him rather than go on. I prefer to nudge him. No. He thinks we want it off him a lot. We don't really want it off him. We actually do want it off him a lot now because he doesn't trust us. He's got 30 tires. He's 30 tires. 30 tires now. Has to be going to struggle to get slowed down here. And it's actually great nose. Oh, he came in on us. Made me back out. He ended up dropping a spot and making a spot, and he drops himself a wheel, and out he goes. We had to hit the brakes there. Stephen, come on, man. That section's killing me in these cars. That whole section there, just quite clearly not as good as other people through it. Lap 5. Again, lift on the exit, the worst place to have a lift. Fuck, they're well done badges. You failed! You failed! It's as well. We deserved that. We've taken a well done, we've noticed a handbreaker there. We've taken our well done badge off her forehead. What was that for? What was that for? We didn't slow down enough there. That's ignoring the track limit. Mr. Turismo, I can assure you we'll have a big red face the next time I see him at the meeting. It's all went wrong. I don't think we're going to go to bed faster than many tonight. Bobby's hanging out his window. What, Bobby? What do you want? Yes, I know King Ears. Aye, the Wamble Boss guy. Yeah, Rooster, Ramster. What's that you're saying? Am I as fast as them? No. They whip my arse usually, so they do. We're not that fast anymore at the moment, Bobby. Again, ridiculous penalty from Mr. Turismo. We haven't even done our pit stop. Oh, the motivation. Mike the player behind us, the motivation, the want has gone. Hopefully we'll come out of the pits with a bit of a race there to entertain us. Oh my goodness. It all went wrong. Where has it went? The team's on the radio. Yes, no, we're okay. No, we haven't bumped our head. We don't feel concussed. I feel fine. I'm sorry, boys. I know. An awful couple of laps. A bit of brain fade. Bit of brain fade. I'll try to improve. Look at them. They're disgusted with me. Look, this is going to be the slowest pit stop that they've ever done. No interest. We've ruined their day. Last. Right. Let's not get last. A race for not last. There is a race here. GT Sean is here. Come on, Sean. Don't leave me on my own. It's called a PlayStation 4 Racing. We're meant to have people there to play with. 7 seconds, but it's yeah, we might as well enjoy this battle for last place just because Oh, hold on, no! It's a 17th place battle, maybe. Get back here, sir. Who's ridiculously slow in this one? At the minute, it's Sean. So slow Sean is. I don't know how did he even make it into this lobby? Look at him away back there. A mile behind. An absolute mile behind. Are there any wee surprises? What are we doing there? What are we doing there, Stephen? Sean must be looking at the green car, thinking to himself, I want to pass him. He's back in the slipstream with Sean, almost. He didn't want to get lost. Look at him. You can understand why the man doesn't want to finish there, because it gives you a huge, big, bright red face that you cannot hide, even those tinted windies. Looks like there's a fire in the driver's seat there when you look back. I'm not getting lost. I'm confident I'm not getting lost. I'm not that slow. No way. It can't be. It can't be me. Oh, stop it. He's here. He's here. The slipstream has arrived for the man. What was his run length through there, right? With a better drive than right. The slipstream's gone for him again. Off the ass area for a wee while. I was no FIA for me the day, Ginger. I think my next FIA race, I don't know what there is in the nations, but I don't remember anything tickling me in the nations. Yellow flags out. Yellow flags out. Who's died? Yep. Oh, and a big penalty for Dan too. I've been there and done that more that t-shirt. That's a painful one. What was I saying there? I'll remember what I was saying there. Yes, you said about FIA. My next FIA will be, I think, I don't even know if I'm going to do it. I'll do a few more practices at Sardinia and hopefully have a few fast guys in different cars in there. But at the minute, I'm feeling like the Beetle's not fast enough. I mean to get a good result. And I'm not fast enough to get a good result in split 1 or split 2, which is where I'll be now with my DR, you know. So, like I say, I'll not be turning up to a race where I already know before I go that I'm going to qualify in last and the rest of them are just going to drive away. We don't want a race like that, so we'll have another few practices at it and try and see how competitive we are, and then we'll make up our mind if we're going to race that. If not, it'll be waiting on the second half of the season, so it'll a lot of second account fun as we're waffling. We get a sexy nudge. He felt a wee bit guilty. He lifted off. He didn't want that. He must have mistimed his brakes a wee bit. I'm not sure if he mistimed his brakes or if it was me broke too early with waffling. Don't really mind if Mr. GT wants to pass us now, because we're not lost. Lap 9. I'm going to flash my lights. I'm going to flash my lights at him. Just to see. Mr. Aces. Hello, Mr. Aces. Are you one of those guys? He might just drive. Yep. He's making friends with me too. Come on. We can take our time. Come on, closer. Let's go over what I had in mind. Next round, I know it is, and as I say, I'll get my speed up. I'll make sure that I put in the practice in the Beetle, and I'll get my speed up, and then I'll see if I can hang. I don't feel like I need to improve, because we've had a couple of practices with Benson there and JJ there, and we can always hang with those guys and at least have them a race, and we couldn't in the Beetle. On the exits of the corners, it was like the slipstream didn't start to work whenever we were behind a Corvette and the Austin. I think Benson was in the Austin, but yeah, it was just on the exits of the wee left-hander at the end of the track. The car just drove away until you were almost out of the slipstream, almost heading towards the finish line, and then that's whenever the slipstream started kicking in. So I don't think it's the top speed that the Beetle struggles with, because it has, the 7 gears. I think once it's up there, it'll be alright. It's the acceleration. So it is like if it was on this here track, I would imagine on the way out of this here corner here, there would just be like, even if you exit the corner now, they drive away from you, and they continue to drive away, and you're like, come on, I'm in the slipstream, and they're still driving away. Even here, they're probably still driving away, and then about here, I'm like, oh good, slipstream's starting to work now. I think we will have a wee safety side by side there. We might as well enjoy some sort of racing. What'd he do? He's not looking at race. He's just wanting a clean race. Is there top 15 maybe in it at the end? No, it's too far. But yeah, I'll be having plenty of fun on the second account, and in the dailies. I feel like my brain has changed again now that I've got my ratings up to 75k. My brain is back into the mode of scared to race, scared to embarrass ourselves, make a fool of ourselves, and also not wanting to throw away those chances of those couple of, the fact that our DR is up that high now. It's like our next 2 or 3 races, it's very, very important that we pick a good track where we're in a good car, so as we can enjoy the next 2 or 3 races, because we are going to lose ratings. So I at least want a real fun and another real badass top split race for me on a combination that I like on Monza. Monza would be nice. We had we did have a top split race in Monza, but we flipped that coin and we crashed in the very first lap on the second chicane. So that is the way Monza is. You know what I mean? You could have flipped that coin and everyone else could have went wrong. We could have ended up getting an old top 5 if it had been a real lucky one. But yeah, I'm back on the second account basically now, until a good combination comes up in FI for me, and then that's whenever we'll use. It was a top 15 that day on the last lap. The team aren't really happy about it at all. Like, there's not even a pat on the back for a top 15 or anything. It's a top 10 required for a pat on the back and a wee nod of the head usually. But a top 15, we're not last. We're not last. I told you I wasn't the slowest in the room. Darren's in the house as well. Hello, Darren, mate. Thanks for hopping in, Darren. A Fento Kai. Talk out to Ginger. Gotta go. Yes, Ginger. Ginger, thank you very much. Pleasure, mate. Thanks for hopping in. I think I'm just about to end myself and chill out. A shame. It wasn't a good one to end on. It was probably one of the worst ones that we've had to end on. As soon as we had that incident that ruined the race, for the next lap and a half as well, the focus was no longer there. We end that race with a big red face. There's no hiding. This amount of shame and embarrassment. Out we go. We'll have a wee nosy at that replay between me and Mr. Hings. Mr. Ears earlier. We'll end the stream with a wee nosy. Who knows, maybe I'll look back at my past and change my mind. Maybe I'll think to myself, that was a bit too aggressive. I have done that a couple of times. I thought to myself during the race, oh, that's fair. Bound to be fair. Left him space. Then went back and looked at the replay and went, oh, dirty dog. That was a bit too aggressive. Hopefully, I don't feel like right now. I feel like when we go back and have a wee nosy at this, I think I'm gonna think it was perfectly legal. Let's go. Replays, Dragon Trail. Play that stuff, please. Sean says, cheers, Scotty. Take care. Love the Jess and Junior. Thank you, Sean. Thank you very much, guys. If you're heading on, I'm just having a wee nosy at this here before I go off. Thank you, anyone who's hopped on. Pleasure, as always. Wasn't on for a big long stream today. It was a beautiful day in Belfast, and I've done a wee bit of raking of stones in the front garden, which took it out of me, and then we ended up just lying, chilling out, relaxing. But yes, thank you very much, lads. Any of you who's hopped in to say hello. I'm not sure when I'll be back on. I feel like I could do. I do feel like I could do a wee break for a day or two. I'll see how I feel tomorrow. I think I might have a day off tomorrow. Alright, so let's see. I think from really early here, I got worried, right? There's going to be a traffic jam. I was very surprised when he went defensive. As we munch our chocolate biscuit. You were going to race tonight because you're not feeling up there. It can be draining at times as well, darn. These cars too, I feel like it makes a big difference. Like, so much easier to drive around here in group 4 cars, and it doesn't mentally drain you because you don't need, to be that much on the ball with your reflexes. These cars are so fast that the focus and concentration required driving these cars are makes it a lot more draining. To race, I think. These at the Nordschleife would be some hard races to get through. Have you done a couple of races at the Nordschleife in these cars, and there were only 3 or 4 lap races, I think you'd be done. The amount of focus at the Nordschleife as well is usually hard. Just to get through that, and then if you were to throw in these here cars here, it would be ridiculous. I found that as well. concentration and focus is we found a wee frisbee. Me and Junior found a frisbee today, and we were throwing it back and forth each other in the garden, and then we started throwing it back and forth as quick as we could to each other. I mean, no, just to, and then he stopped and done a couple of fakers, and must have took him maybe 15-20 seconds before he actually threw it. But see, for the first 10 seconds of that, I was like a goalkeeper ready to save a penalty, and I was alert and focused, and because he didn't throw it and he kept on faking it, I ended up, I was tired. That even just standing there having to focus and be ready for it, after about 10 seconds of that there, I was like, oh, hold on, right, just play catchies again. I'm knackered just for having to focus like that. You've been doing quite a lot, Darren, I think, in this week's racing as well, haven't you? The last time I seen you were going really good on this here track. I tried to drive around the outside. Did it work? It did work. Let's look at it from Mr. Ear's point of view and see how that one worked out for him. I think that one was perfectly legal, and he was nice. He left the space for us to drive around there. Didn't work out the best for him, but it wasn't. It was legal for sure. On with the skip. Again, ultra defensive again, which just allows, we were actually quite relieved, just allows us to break a slipstream right back on board with us as the skip. Where else was it? Not sure how bad we affected him. Let's get all those options up so we know what lap it is. We can take our time. Come a little closer. Jerry said it's so nearly a great race for one red face incident. I know that was it felt like it was going pretty good there for us at the start as well, wasn't it? A quick skip back. Where is Mr. Ears? Go on board with Mr. Ears. Oh my, was it a 3? My goodness, what sort of move was this? No, it wasn't a 3 for the price of one. It was just us. It was a full sand, just about getting a stop. Perfectly legal, nothing wrong with it. We thought about the scent, but again he sweeps in, making sure he's nice and defensive, and we don't really want to be on the outside of him. Filter in. Where was it? When did it go down? Oh, and another sexy nose. I can't even look behind me now because of it just jumps the car behind me now. We got a wee bit lucky there as well. We were hoping to cruise about. Look at that, my goodness. We'll go behind me. Who's behind me? How many? Right, this is the best place to be here. Look at that shit unfold. My goodness. Oh my goodness, boys. One more time. He's already got a penalty. My goodness. Oh, that was a scuffle and a half. Didn't work out really for ourselves. In fact, one more time on board ourselves and see how that ended up. Just about survived it in the end. and we tried to make friends with him because his penalty scared me. I thought to myself, he might be angry now, and he might be angry at one of those guys in front of him. Oh, and there were 2 penalties handed out there for the empty. What was that for? They're literally just handed out there now, aren't they? No, they're all already there, right? Don't you worry. You did like 2 streams and you were racing when you wasn't streaming. Like you said, it's not, no, for sure, Darm. The amount of focus and concentration when you're driving these cars, they're really enjoyable cars to drive, for sure. They give you loads of feedback and sensation. I mean, through them compared to a Group 4 car or a Group 3 car, but yeah, a lot more draining if you drove. For me anyway, we got pretty lucky there as well. We got a wee bit lucky there with Gran Turismo's penalty system. That quite easily could have been a penalty there for us, as we had that bit of contact there. That definitely could have handed us a penalty. But yeah, I could drive Group 4 and Group 3 cars like for a long time before I start feeling like not emotionally drained, like concentrating. I mean that hard and having to focus. I don't really struggle with focus and concentration in Group 3 and Group 4, but I definitely do in this here, in Group 2s. It's like an extra level. You just have to be ready. There's like no relaxing. Definitely not a track for us smokers. What even happened? Oh, sir, what happened? I remember what happened, guys. My well done badge that I stuck on my head at the start of the day. That's what went wrong in that last race for me, isn't it? It is. I remember that last race was going well, and then I felt my good luck badge about to come off, so I took it off my head, or my well done badge, and as soon, the split second I took it off my head, Gran Turismo was just like, no. Oh right, the incidents went down, so this is where he didn't like. I don't think that was that bad for it. There wasn't anything before that, sure there wasn't. No, there's nothing before that. I think that was alright. I don't think that was really bad of us at all. Opportunistic, trying to follow Mr. Parr through, and yeah, it was definitely there. Late on the brakes. I think we'll look at it from his point of view and see what it looks like from his on board. But I don't think there was anything wrong with that. Well, he's dropped down into 6th, and so there we go. He's down into 7th, and he's like, God damn it, Scotty, no! I'm not having this. Come back here. The rage has hit him. It hits us all. And sometimes this is what we do. And then he looks and he sees, oh look, what a lovely view. He's seen me. I hadn't crashed and I was driving away and stuff. Oh, it must have been disappointing for him when he seen that it hadn't worked. Full effort, and then lovely racing with him in the next race. Nice and clean. Thank you very much, guys. Anyone who has hopped on throughout the stream, not on all day. The day, as I say, we've had a wee bit of a chill out day, just a slightly later stream than us. Be back on again pretty soon. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care, and we shall catch you on the flip side.